active console may contain useful data. One moment. Genetic sequences, hormone mutagens still steady. Protein chains, live tissue, clone tissue. Very thorough. Standard treatment vectors, avoiding scorched earth immunosuppressants to alter hormone levels. Good. Hate to see that.
Most people wouldn't be so casual about developing a sterility plague, Morden.
Not developing, modifying, much more difficult, working within confines of existing genophage, 100 times the complexity. Errors unacceptable, could cause total sterility, malignant tumors, could even reduce effectiveness, worse than doing nothing. Had to keep Krogan population stable, 1 in 1,000. Perfect target, optimal growth. Like gardening.
He is really too flippant about the way he says that. But in all honesty, I can't decide really what the right answer is with the genophage. I don't think there is really supposed to be a right answer. I understand why they did it, and they did it for the right reasons, but necessarily what they did is bad. But at the same time, the Krogan did it to themselves by trying to rebel. I mean, to a certain extent, I agree with Morden, but I don't know. He's not a heartless killer. I think that's a bit too much.
You're saying you were working just as hard to keep their population from falling?
Yes, could have eradicated Krogan. Not difficult. Increased mutation to degrade genetic structure further. Chose not to. Rachni extinction tragic. Didn't want to repeat. All life precious. Universe demands diversity.
That's fair enough.
What was it like working on the genophage modification project?
Best years of my life. Wake up with ideas, talk over breakfast, experiments all morning. Statistical analysis in afternoon, run new simulations during dinner, set data runs to cook overnight. Laughter, ego, argument, passion, galaxy's biggest problem, massive resources thrown at us. Got anything we wanted.
Do you keep in touch with your old team members?
No. All changed with deployment. Made test drop on isolated Krogan clan, hit rest of Tuchanka when results were positive. End of project. Separate ways. Watching it end, watching birth rates drop. Personal. Private. Not appropriate for team.
True, but if you actually, anyone who actually watched the dossiers on the characters, like Morden Solus and stuff when I did the Shadow Broker DLC, you see that Captain Curry was actually a member of Morden's team. And I suppose actually no, Morden told us himself, didn't he? Bald Normandy stories, but...
Sounds like you were pretty important. How'd you go from that to running a clinic on Omega?
Wanted to heal people. Good use of last decade. Something easy. No ethical concerns. Understand rationale for modified genophage, right choice. Still, hard to sleep some nights.
How can you agree with using the genophage, Morden? Look at what happened to Tuchanka as a result.
State of Tuchanka not due to genophage. Nuclear winter caused by Krogan before Solarians made first contact. Krogan choices. Refuse truce during Krogan rebellions. Expand after Rachni wars. Splinter after genophage. Genophage medical, not nuclear. No craters from virus. Damage caused by Krogan, not Solarians, not me.
So if the Krogan banded together and formed a united government, you'd welcome that?
Yes. United Krogan saved Galaxy. Destroyed Rachni. Genophage not punishment. Simply alters fertility to correct for removal from hostile environment.
Thing is, I do agree with Morden. I mean, he was doing it all for the right reasons, but it's still heartless on them. And the Krogans did bring it on themselves. Everything they did, they were just hostile constantly.
The effects on Tuchanka are still your responsibility. You upgraded the virus that kept them in barbarism.
Krogan committed war crimes. Refused to negotiate. Turian defeat not complete. Krogan could have recovered, attacked again. Conventional war too risky. Krogan forces too strong. Genophage was only option. Krogan forced genophage. Us or them. No apologies for winning. Wouldn't have minded peaceful solution.
We're not gonna find Malin staring at consoles. Come on.
I think, to be honest, this whole mission is like a really good thing because you get to have a real closer look at the genophage as a whole because of Morden. And also the fact that I think, to be honest, the genophage is one of those things that I think is a really good point that they created in the game. It's the fact that it's not necessarily right what they did, but it's the Krogans did kind of force their hands by expanding and basically outright saying, I mean, the Krogan are that they're going to kill everyone in the galaxy until they're the dominant species. So I mean, it totally makes sense that they had to They had to do something to stop them. So it was like, and you can tell in the way that Morden, like he says and stuff in the speech, and you'll see like for this bit, next bit coming up as well, that he did what had to be done, but he didn't necessarily want to do it himself. The way they put this whole bit together, I think, is just beautifully done.
Dead Krogan, female. Tumors indicate experimentation. No restraint marks. Volunteer. Sterile Werlock female willing to risk procedures. Hoped for cure. Pointless. Pointless waste of life.
I didn't expect you to be disturbed by the sight of a dead Krogan.
What? Why? Because of genophage work? Irrelevant. No. Causative. Never experimented on live Krogan. Never killed with medicine. Her death not my work. Only reaction to it. Goal was to stabilize population. Never wanted this. Can see it logically. But still unnecessary. Foolish. Waste of life. Hate to see it.
I didn't think you'd had much direct contact with things like this. Did you come to Tuchanka after dropping your plague?
Yearly recon missions. Water, tissue samples. Ensure no mistakes. Superiors offered to carry it on. Refused. Need to see it in person. Need to look. Need to see. Accepted as necessary. See small picture. Remind myself why I run a clinic on Omega. Rest, young mother. Find your gods. Find someplace better.
I didn't expect spirituality from you, Mordin.
Genophage modification project altered millions of lives, then saw results. Ego, humility, juxtaposition, frailty of life, size of universe. Explored religions after work completed. Different races. No answers. Many questions.
Sounds like you were trying to deal with your guilty conscience. The doctor killed millions.
Modified genophage project great in scope. Scientifically brilliant. But ethically difficult. Krogan reaction visceral, tragic. Not guilty, but responsible. Trained as doctor, genophage affects fertility, doesn't kill. Still, caused this. Hard to see big picture behind pile of corpses.
Can you really just rationalize it all away? How do you justify it?
Wheel of life. Popular Solarian concept. Similar to human Hinduism in focus on reincarnation. Appealing to see life as endless. Fix mistakes in next life. Learn, adapt, improve. Refuse to believe life ends here. Too wasteful. Have more to offer. Mistakes to fix. Cannot end here. Could do so much more.
If you need this much soul-searching to get over it, maybe the genophage was wrong.
Had to be done. Rachni wars, Krogan rebellions, all pointed to Krogan aggression. So many simulations. Effects of Krogan population increase. All pointed to war. Extinction. Genophage or genocide. Save galaxy from Krogan. Save Krogan from galaxy.
You could have cured the genophage instead. Brought hope to the Krogan. They'd have rejoiced.
Assumes human reaction. Krogan stimulus response different. Harsh environment. Take chance to fight. Flee. Would have caused chaos in Tuchanka. Victor would have war economy. Bloodthirsty army. Galactic expansion only logical outcome. More war. Genophage saved lives. War would have ended.
So you're willing to sterilize a species based on the evidence of a few simulations?
Yes. Millions of data points. Years of arguments. Countless scenarios. All noted Krogan fragmentation as dangerous. No unified culture to support repopulation. Would have been war. Turians and humans destroying Krogan utterly. Genophage was better. Saved lives.
Look at the dead woman, Mordin. It doesn't look like you saved her.
No, it doesn't. Worked with available data. Only option. No other possible. Doesn't matter.
And I think after sort of like hearing that again, my thoughts lie that the original genophage, you know, not exactly a great option, but kind of one of those things that had to be done. But then not curing the genophage like years and years later, I think that's then where I feel the genophage is wrong. Because it says like he's just running statistics saying that they could happen, and it's like, well, if the Krogan do stand up and try and take over the galaxy once again, then they've learnt their lesson, and then they've come back and done it again. So I mean, then if they are extinct, it's their own fault, and you shouldn't be playing God trying to teach them how to live. If they want to make themselves extinct, that's their own choice.
You killed the Blood Pack guards.
Not Blood Pack, not member of Clan Werlock. Wrong clan markings.
Not Scout. Warlock guards got me. Brought me here.
The Chief Scout told us to watch for you. We've taken out the guards. Get back to Erdnot.
I can't. The Warlock did things to me. Drugs. Injections. Said I was sacrificing for the good of all Krogan. Experiments to cure the genophage. Everything's blurry. Hard to think. Have to stay.
Morden, can you get him back on his feet? Stims, maybe? Something to bolster his immune system?
You don't understand. I'm not too sick to leave. I have to stay. They're curing the genophage. They're gonna make it all better. They have to keep doing the tests.
Caution, Shepard. Patient unstable, susceptible, brainwashed.
Morden, careful. Don't whisper too loud. He's right in front of us.
Why do you want them to keep doing the tests?
This is my fault. I got caught. Wasn't strong enough. Not good enough. This is the best I can do. This is all I can do. I'm not big enough to have a real shot with the females. I'll never have kids of my own. But if I help undo the genophage, then I'm mattered.
Millions of children will be born. Warlock children. They're going to destroy the other clans.
But... no. No, they said I was helping Erdnot.
If you want to help Erdnot, you need to get back there. But it would take a real badass to make it back to camp while injured.
I can do it.
You? I said a badass, not some scout whining like a Quarian with a tummy ache.
I can do it. I'm up. And I'm going to the female camp.
Damn right you are. Get back there and show them what you're worth. Go. Go!
Nicely done. Fortunately, something is unlikely to be contagious.
See, Grunt, you need a little bit of that, a bit of that. I am Krogan. You've headbutted a few people and charged a few people, but I haven't heard you shout that once yet, Grunt. The only thing you need to do to improve, you do that and you're like 100% the best Krogan squad mate. But yeah, it's quite funny that little bit then. If you bring Tally with you, when Shepard makes that comment about crying like a Quarian with a tummy ache, Tally's standing behind and she goes, I'm standing right here, you know. It's just little things like that I think are pretty funny.
Shepard, I'm detecting crates ahead that are holding unstable materials. A misplaced shot could cause a significant explosion.
I will bear that in mind, Edie. Thanks for the info. And the 1-2 punch from you two.
Neutralize!
Down a target.
And he's done. Explosion, you say? And concussive shot. Oh, shooting him under the jaw. That just had to hurt. Like shooting him somewhere else wouldn't hurt. I'll take some of that. Thank you very much. Get out of my way, guys. We've still got some Krogans and Vorchers and stuff to kill. Come on out. You know you want to. And you guys can finish him off for me. Many, many, many more to go. I can only assume. Oh, let's pick up those thermal clips. Might as well. I don't think there's much else down here, but this shotgun seems to run low on ammo quite frequently.
Right behind you.
Which way is the way we're supposed to go? Okay, that's just... how did they get in here? Were they just like locked in this room or something? I kind of don't want to know what that Krogan was doing in an empty room with about 3 Varren. It's kind of leaves it to the imagination and not the good way. And the 1-2 punch. Well, that incinerate of Morden's actually got a bit of an explosion going off to hit both of them. I likes it. Shepard, get down, take cover. What is with you recently? There we go, now he takes cover. Oh, the Chief Warlock God, you look like the big kahuna around here. Well, this is what I do to the kahunas. Boom! Whoa, was Shepard's fist set people on fire now? I knew Shepard was good, I didn't think he was that good. Well, that looks like the way we're supposed to go, so let's go and have a little looky-loo over here first. Oh, that's the way we came in. Fair enough, fair enough. In that case, I'll go have a little look over here instead. Nope, that was the way I came down. I'm getting all turned around. Okay, let's go. I'll go back to my original statement. Let's go have a look in here. A locked crate. Oh, I can only hope there's something actually quite decent in here. Credits? Is that it, really? No, don't get me wrong, credits are always good, but in a locked crate I expected it to be something a bit better, like research or something like that, something I can actually use. I mean, I can use credits, but... It's far too quiet around here. Right, what we got? A bit there. Blue with a little bit of white, and a little line going down. Oh, that was nice. That's what I was looking for, some heavy weapon ammo, although I think I just bought that upgrade. Oh well.
Malin, alive, unharmed. No signs of restraint, no evidence of torture. Don't understand.
For such a smart man, Professor, you always had trouble seeing evidence that disagreed with your preconceptions. How long will it take you to admit that I'm here because I wish to be here?
He wasn't kidnapped. He came here voluntarily to cure the genophage.
Impossible. Whole team agreed. Project necessary.
How was I supposed to disagree with the great Dr. Solus? I was your student! I looked up to you!
Experiments performed here. Live subjects, prisoners, torture and executions. You're doing?
We've already got the blood of millions on our hands, Doctor. If it takes a bit more to put things right, I can deal with that.
You honestly think the experiments you did here are justified?
We committed cultural genocide. Nothing I do will ever be justified. The experiments are monstrous because I was taught to be a monster.
Morden, did you ever perform experiments like this?
No. Never taught you this, Malin.
So your hands are clean. What does it matter if the ground is stained with the blood of millions? You taught me that the end justified the means. I will undo what we did, Professor. The only way I know how.
What happens if the genophage is cured and the Krogan expand again? That'll be on your head.
We justified this atrocity by saying the Krogan would cause havoc and war if their population recovered. But look at the galaxy. Batarian attacks in the Traverse, Geth attacks in the Citadel. Is this a more peaceful universe? The assault on your Eden Prime might never have happened if we had let the Krogan recover. We'll never know.
How would a Krogan population explosion have done anything to stop Saren and the Geth?
An increased Krogan population would have forced the Council to take steps, likely involving colony rights in the Traverse. The Turian fleets would be vigilant for any military activity in the area. They might have stopped the Geth at Eden Prime.
Supposition. Impossible to be certain.
Don't you see? We tried to play God and we failed. We only made things worse, and I'm going to fix it.
All those Krogan that exploded could have all ended up working for Saren and the Geth. I mean, he had a lot of Krogan on his side.
You talked about killing, but the genophage isn't lethal. It only affects fertility rates.
Krogan fight over fertile females. They become mercenaries or pirates because they see no alternative. They would be thriving in a cultural renaissance now had we not decided that this is what they deserved.
Inaccurate. Krogan population resulted in war. Simulations were clear.
And although I don't necessarily agree with that, because simulations can always be wrong, people said I wasn't going to be able to stop Saren. But just by saying, you know, let the Krogan evolve and do what they like, you say the universe isn't much better off now. Well, the explosion of Krogan, surely that would only make it worse.
Why work with Clan Werelock? And how did you access the genophage data?
The data was easy to obtain. We all still had clearance. We were heroes. All I had to do was ask. As for the Werelock, they were the only clan with both the resources and the commitment.
Urdnot has a larger camp than Werelock. Why not use them?
Urdnot Rex is too soft. He wasn't willing to do the experiments I needed. It's Urdnot's loss and Werelock's gain. Their clan will be the first to recover from the crime we committed.
Malin clearly doesn't need rescuing. What do you want to do?
Have to end this.
You can't face the truth, can you? Can't admit that your brilliant mind led you to commit an atrocity!
Unacceptable experiments. Unacceptable goals. Won't change. No choice. Have to kill you.
Wait, you don't need to do this, Morton. You're not a murderer.
No. Not a murderer. Thank you, Shepard. Finished, Malin. Get out. No Werelock left. Project over.
What if he talks to more Krogan? Tells the public about the modified genophage project?
Special Tasks Group good at covering tracks. No proof. Werelock willingness to work with Salarian, unusual. Other Krogan will kill him.
Aren't you worried that he'll start his research again?
No. Locking this unit. Special Task Group can cut access to old data. Could start from scratch. Decades of work, though. Didn't teach you everything I knew.
Plus, with the short lifespan Salarians, if he has to start from scratch, he'll probably be dead before it's completed.
You heard the professor. Get out before he changes his mind.
Where am I supposed to go, Professor?
Don't care. Try Omega. Can always use another clinic.
The Krogan didn't deserve what we did to them, Professor. The genophage needs to end.
Not like this. Apologies, Commander. Misunderstood mission parameters. No kidnapping. My mistake. Thank you.
Don't worry about me, Morton. How are you doing?
Should have killed him. Wanted to. Easier than listening. Easier for him, too. Experiments indicate how far he's fallen. Expected it from Krogan. Not one of mine.
Maybe you'll remember that the next time you're discussing the ethics of the genophage.
Yes. So many variables. Stress responses. Impossible to truly predict. Something to think about. Malin's research. Only loose end. Could destroy it. Closure. Security. Still valuable, though.
And it's true as well, because he says, like earlier, he said that the reason why they did the genophage was the fact that they just simulated it and they knew the Krogans were going to destroy everyone. But then, as he just said then, simulations is too many variables. There's no way you can actually predict the way it's going to go. But, could destroy it. It's true, his research is sick, it should be destroyed. But, I mean, if he's already got made ways to curing the genophage, we might as well not make all those people die for nothing.
If you think it could be useful, why not hang on to it?
Worked for years to create modified genophage. Should destroy this. Malin's work could cure genophage. Don't know. Effects on Krogan. Effects on Galaxy. Too many variables. Too many variables.
So this is basically the bit where you had a choice. I thought just now was the bit where you had the choice. Otherwise I would have grabbed myself some cheeky little Paragon points. But you got basically a few options here. Destroy the data, hold on to the data, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Basically, what you want to do is you want to hold on to the data. You can destroy it if you want to, but it's one of those choices that come back to haunt you. So if I was you, I'd definitely suggest holding on to the data.
You regret what the Krogan have become. You see the horror of what they did here, but you see the loss, too.
Wasted potential.
They don't deserve this, Morton. Save the data.
Point taken, Shepard. Capturing data. Wiping local copy. Still years away from cure, but closer than starting from scratch. Done. Ready to go. Ready to be off to Chanka. Anywhere else. Maybe somewhere sunny.
I'd like to look around a bit more.
Just because before you leave, even though it kind of sort of kills the mood. Whoa, 28 to Paragon. You want to have a little look around because you can pick yourself up a nice little 3,000 experience points behind this terminal, something you couldn't pick up because when you walk in the room it automatically goes into a cutscene. So you definitely want to make sure you have a little look around. If you haven't looked around an end room and then the game says do you want to end, always say no, because if you haven't had a chance to go around the room yet, the odds are they give you the option that there is something that you can pick up. No, a bunch of flashing lights. Alright guys, let's leave. Troubled by Clan Warlock's progress towards genophage cure without Cerberus knowledge, cure data may prove useful, Krogan dangerous, but if recruited as shock troops against Reapers, extremely valuable. Morden's assistant is no longer a problem. Morden will have no trouble focusing on the mission. Plus, we now get his neuroshock sort of loyalty ability unlocked, which is good, something I want to level up on Morden, and you get him a new outfit. So many good things gotten taken from this mission. But anyway, that is Morden's loyalty mission all done and dusted. He is now officially loyal on Team Shepard, and he's focused on the mission of stopping the Collectors. One down, just many squad mates left to go to get them 100% loyal to Shepard. Up next on the list, Grunt. He's got his rite of passage that needs to be done, and we need to sort of get him figured out and a bit right in the head if he's going to be focused at all on killing Collectors and not killing us, because I like Grunt, but if he's pounding my face against the wall, I think that love for him might decrease a little bit. But anyway, that is something we are going to save for next time. As for now, I will catch you guys later.